So you've got a slice. Now, you probably want to know, first of all, in brief terms, why you have a slice. And most of the time, it's because you're getting to the top, coming out over the top of the swing and cutting across. Now, when you first start cutting across the ball, you'll hit the ball left, obviously, because your path is across. And then what happens after a while, you get sick of seeing the ball going left, so you start holding your club face open. So you come over the top, but then you hold the club open, and then you cut across it and get a sort of a side spin, which is your slice. So the shape of your shots is usually starting a bit left and ending up to the right, and they can be quite weak when they're finishing. You're losing a lot of power. Sometimes by the time they're bouncing and finishing up, they're kind of going at right angles to the target, which is not what you want. So we want to try and eliminate our slice if you can. And so I've got a kind of a little drill that you can use when you're practicing, but you can also use it as a pre-shot practice swing that can help you over time change your habit. So what you're doing when you're slicing is you're getting to the top and coming over. And a lot of people who slice get to the top by getting a bit tucked in. So when you get a bit tucked in, you're taking the club back in here instead of straight back, taking it in, getting tucked, getting stuck. You can't come back down, so you come out and over. So you're kind of creating this sort of figure eight like this, where you go in, over. So what I want to suggest to you is that we can swap that around and do the same figure eight, but in reverse. So instead of coming in here, take the club back outside. That then gives you space in here to drop the club in and get the in to out path that you're looking for. Because when you're slicing, you're over the top, you're cutting across. The opposite of that is to come out, drop it in and hit out this way. So the path is more this way. And when you first start doing that, you might hit a few out to the right just because your path has changed. But then over time, you get used to it. You'll stop holding the club open because you don't need to anymore. And you'll be able to get a much straighter shot. You might even be able to start getting a draw. So in summary, instead of in, out and over and across, we want to go out, in and out that way. So we're kind of reversing our figure eight. Out, drop in. So this can become your practice swing. Out, in, out, in. Now it's going to feel really strange to start with, but take your time, do some practice with it first. Don't go straight out onto the course and try it, because you'll probably hit everything straight to the right, and it's going to feel really strange and potentially throw you right off your game. So get to the range first, practice your out, in, out, in, our reverse figure eight. Do that when you're practicing. You can use it as a practice swing before you hit each shot, and over time that will change the path of your swing and slowly eliminate that slice.